there already, huh?
Yeah, I'm back in Singapore right now.
怪不得上个星期五你还没有到新加坡是吗
What? Oh,
？Last
because now
Friday,
we have extended curriculum in our school, so I have to come back earlier.
but last Friday you didn't attend the class, right?
No, I was busy with other things like,
哎呀，不要
family
假啦，你跟你
gatherings.
的 boyfriend 出去讲一声啊，不要假了。Excuses. Hello, 慧茹 welcome back. Come back from China already. 会依依不舍吗？难舍难分。Okay, all right. Thank you, everyone. Welcome. Am I recording? Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, I like your background. Get the deer. It's still not Christmas yet, but I like the reindeer. Okay, you see, Michael. By the way, my nephew is in your school. I used to be your school, so I should be your 师兄. My daughter was in your school, and he's your 师姐. And you know Huang Biren, I think, yeah, you know Huang Biren, right? One of the TC actors, also from your school. Yeah, we are all from there. Yes. Anyway, it's Ang Mo Kio is not a good school. It's an excellent school. You know why? Because I'm also there from the school, and I'm also the parent support group for my daughter as well. I hope, Michael, my son this year PSLE, he was praying hard that he can join his cousin to Ang Mo Kio Sec. But I prefer him to go to Kuchuan. That's the school I taught in the past 7 years. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, this is the wrong slide. Okay. I'm not sure you guys have done your homework, except Michael, right? So we're going to go through a lot of things today. It's a bit of general knowledge, but you need to know because in case the question come up from SVQ, like last week we do about Medisave, Medishield, Medifund, right? Okay. So Michael, you might be a bit blur. I'm not sure what it is because we all these students has been with me from since last year to this year. So in case you are not sure, please do not hesitate. Sorry, Uncle Raymond. Usually they call me Uncle Raymond. I feel very awkward to call me Chair, okay, or Sir, okay. You can call me idiot also can. Never mind. I don't mind. But you say Uncle Raymond, I'm not sure. Can you repeat? Right, no problem. Michael, this is all the question that I predicted will come out in 2024. So far, my predictions is 50 to 80% or sometimes 100% accurate for the past few years of the GCO level of S social study. But then again, this is prediction. 我是看风水算命的 ，OK？ 有时算命也不是100%准的。You're from China, right, Michael? Are you? You're pure Singaporean.
Technically, my parents are from China, but I'm born here in Singapore.
Do you know recently China was so proud that Singapore made them to go to the World Cup, right, Zachary? I'm so proud. I told you China will go in. It's not because I don't like Thailand, but I want China to go into the World Cup. And it's so good that our goalkeeper saved the day. Is it got to do with SS? Of course. Cross-referencing, diversity. There's no racism. All right, this is the answer. Just for Michael's sake. Okay, but please do not share with your classmate, please. Thank you. Now, here are the one, how do we respond to tension arising from some security impact? It's been talking for so many weeks because there are about 50 over slides and I don't want one shot to complete everything. Okay, so now I want to go through this about few slides, then followed by the next one, we're talking about the inference skills. We're done these two skills and remember, I think you are the one to tell me that, no, Uncle Raymond, I don't like the BMF. The background, middle ground, front ground, and the four corners and the central attractions, and then the plus, minus, neutral, positive prominence, negative prominence, and neutral prominence. I don't care whether you like it or not. Yeah. My job is to give you as many methods as you can. At the end of the day, whether you use all the method, you don't use the method, or use some of the method, as long as your objective is to get A1 for your SS. That's all. All right. So you can see there's another this method here is for A, B, C, D, E, F. Wow, Uncle Raymond, so many methods. 读书就是这样，math 也是很多 method math 也是很多 formula，science 也是一样你说读书真辛苦不会啦，读书是 book smart okay? All right, so then this is the answer later we're going to go through. And just a quick one. We're going to talk about this one, BTO. I feel that this BTO recently, during So before COVID and during COVID and now COVID, they seem to talk about BTO. Michael, do you know what is BTO? Thank you for your parents from all the way from China to migrate here, to come here and make Singapore a good place for you to study. Welcome to the suffering country. Okay, back to you. Do you know what is BTO now, Michael? I also don't know. Ian, what is BTO?
Build to order.
Build to order what?
A HDB flat.
Are you sure now?
Yeah.
Are you sure? You must say, Uncle, you blind. Can you see on your screen? You say HDB schemes. You seriously don't know, man? Okay, why is this important? Because of aging populations and also small family. Can you, Hui Ru, did I tell you about DINK? Can you write down DINK? 没有 咩? You sure not? 还是你没有专心听课? Okay, 出去外面站。DINK right now is double income, no kids. 写下来 DIWK 是 double income with kids. So 慧茹，以后你结婚你要 double income with no kids 还是 double income with kids? So 有 kids 跟 no kids 不一样啊，这个是 DINK 啊 ，it's a very common term used in Singapore, okay? Right. So later remind me of this, Hui Ru, okay? When we are talking about this, it's going to be very dry, but it's very, very, very useful as long as, Michael, you're a Singaporean citizen, right? Are you a Singaporean citizen? Okay, so good luck to you. You're going to become a boys to men. National service, number one. And then, of course, you want to get married. Then you got to buy a house. All these are related. Okay, now I want to go to this one, the globalizations and the last topic of security. Okay, now this is very serious matter. So recently, one of my students asked me, I want all your advice. He say, I'm not sure last week I mentioned this. You know about recently about the tension between Israel and Hamas, Russian and Ukraine. So, Zachary, hey, can Zach and Thomas please turn on your camera, please? Thank you. So Zachary,
my camera still broken. I haven't got
yeah. You told me before. Is it Thomas? Have you replied already? Thomas, my dear? Mr. Thomas. Are you there, my dear? Thomas? Sixian? Okay, Zach. What do you think? What is your resolutions? What is the solutions? What is your measures or your thoughts about this war between Israel and Hamas and Ukraine and Russia? Okay, thanks, Thomas. Got your answer. Where are you? Zach, come on.
Oh, I thought you were asking him. Okay, wait. I haven't really been like keeping up, so I can't really say much.
所以怎么办，宝贝？如果那个 exam O level 出，你跟他讲 sorry examiner, I don't know. Just imagine, okay, guys, don't get panic. When you come across this kind of question, just imagine you're the world United Nations leaders or world leaders, or what will you do? 就像一样Thomas, Michael, 是议员, Yaya, 天霞, Hui Ru, and Zachary. Just imagine, who is not here? All here, 2, 4, 6. Just imagine 你两个孩子在打架，刚回来他跟你讲 ，Daddy 好像议员 ，Daddy 弟弟打我，没有是狗狗打我，哎你怎么样回答？两个都 punish 吗？退路，你两个宝贝儿子，妈咪狗狗打我，不是弟弟打我，弟弟抢我的东西，他弄破我的书。天祥，你一个儿子一个女儿也是打架，怎么办？ It's similar, the same thing, right? We are implying, applying, supplying, and replying the message across the real world in our daily society. So if you're two fella fighting, what is the main thing you do? So then how? So why are you fighting? So Israel and Hamas, so what is the purpose of fighting exactly? Yeah, what is the purpose of this? Why is more Israel and Hamas?
Israel and Hamas?
以色列跟巴勒斯坦是吗？Hamas in Chinese 怎么讲啊？哈尔嘛 ，sorry, I don't know how to say. 哈尔嘛 ，sorry, Ian literally translate 哈尔嘛。拉西罗嘛，辣死你吗 ？My God, 拉西罗嘛是辣死吗？Okay, so why do you think seriously on the serious one? Why do you think that Israel and Hamas are fighting?
I mean, like we had the class about like this Israel and Hamas during like FC and whatsoever. I mean like it is a quite a long history from like I don't know, maybe that was 100 years ago. And it's just because to me it's just like religious
What you
religious
said again?
conflict.
Religious
Conflict, yeah.
Well done，我就是在等你讲这句话，我就是在等你讲这句话。Religions, okay, Michael. So in social study, they ask you about rights, religions, and race. 我觉得 religion is the one that cause. Then what about Hui Ru? Thank you. That's the answer I want to hear. Hui Ru, what about the Russia and Ukraine? 他们打架是为了 religion 吗？不可能吗？对吗？如果是打仗的 religion，你 realize that Russian and Ukraine are also more to the Christian side, Christianity, right? So 他们打是因为什么？
Is it about the land use?
The what? Sorry again, my dear. Sorry, what do you say?
就是土地是吗？
Very good. The territory dispute right now, the territory dispute 就是那个 R 也是 R，the rights. Hello， 鸡蛋糕，这个地是我的嘞，没有啊？谁说的？那个NATO讲说没有要分割，没有哈 ？Excuse me， 你不要听 NATO 讲废话。NATO stand for no action talk only 你不要听，then 就是打。So dispute. So there's a rights and there's this religion that is Israel and Hamas. How about the North and South Korea? Proxy war, right? I think if you are studying history, Michael, are you doing history or geography?
History.
Wow, no man, high five, man. I love students who take history, man, because I love history so much. So you tell me, North Korea, South Korea 是什么？那个 North Korea 的小叮当为什么要打 South Korea 的那个总统呢？I call the Kim Jong-un 小叮当，他肥肥胖胖很 cute。
I think it's mainly because like they wanted to both unify the countries, but then they're both operating under different political systems due to their influences from the Soviet Union and the USA. South Korea was democratic, North Korea was communist. This led them to have a difference in political stance cause of who they are backed by. And at the same time, they have the same goal, unifying the country under their specific political beliefs. So yeah, that's why.
Well done, well said, well said. So which one? Is it race, religions, or rights?
I think it's right.
Don't need rights. They're also fighting for the race. Uncle, both I thought are the same. They also speak ayo, seyo, kamsahamnida, the same Korean word. What talk you? Race itself, they want to identify which race are superior. In fact, both are Koreans. They want to do that, okay, because of ideology, really. Okay? And so if you talk about race, we are talking about Sri Lanka conflict, and we're talking about Northern Ireland conflicts, but that one's also religions. Okay? Just to give you a head start. So come back to this picture. I'm very tired. Tian, you're going to read for me. Thank you very much. Well, the responsive measure.
Responsive measures. While tough presentative and protective measures are in place to reduce a country's vulnerability to transnational terrorist threats and ensure that acts of transnational terrorism do not take place. Countries should also be prepared to deal with damages or harm brought about by any acts if they occur.
So
Singapore.
thank you. Okay, well done. Sorry, let me talk about this paragraph first. So the transnational terrorists on the picture on your screen is on the right hand side. You see some two men holding the fishery, the fishes 就是那个捕鱼的嘛 ，fish farming and then 下面的是在那个屋顶上在做那个 so called what rooftop gardening city spot 就是种那个蔬菜vegetables. Why? What got to do with national transnational terrorists? So what happened if the other country like Israel and Hamas, you see, it's related. If they're fighting, which one that comes the most important is the water and food and shelter, right? These three things. So like Maslow theory talk about the basic needs. And when you're destroyed by the basic needs, the thing is that you get hungry. A hungry man is an angry man. Therefore, you need to go and attack and bring back the rights, your rights to get the to get what you want. So the terrorists might be sometimes things like, because they are against their religions, their rights, and like Hui Lu, you say territory dispute, 就是抢地盘 就是好像黑社会在抢地盘。为什么呢？因为你已经弄垮我的 livelihood， right? So let's move on to the next one. 天祥 number 1.
Emergency preparedness exercises such as exercise heartbeat, exercise North Star, chemical, biological, radiological, and explosive. ASEA Defense Exercise, International Security Assistance Force, ANSF, and CSA conducts first.
No, Afghanistan, number 6.
Afghanistan.
No, you pronounce Afghanistan. 阿富汗啊，是吗？是不是阿富汗啊？Afghanistan 是阿富汗吗？慧茹，我读对吗？Afghanistan 是不是阿富汗？哎呦
I don't know。
你懂阿富汗吗？巴黎西，
但是我不知道它的英文是什么。
哎呦，对，是 Afghanistan 啊，阿富汗呢。那个 Rambo 的那个时代，那个 Rambo 有没有？你看那个 movie Rambo 都去打那个 Russians 啊。This one also another race and religions dispute 啊。You realize the Russian has been doing that the same 啊？If you study history, you know. Okay, number 7, please.
CSA conducts first cybersecurity tabletop exercise.
Okay, number 8. Number 8.
Safeguarding Singapore's food security at the national and household levels during coronavirus.
Okay, so you realize that the coronavirus pandemic is really, really very bad. It really put the vulnerability of Singapore as a small country that we need to depend to our neighboring country. As such, we don't want to, in Chinese, 不要给别人牵着鼻子走啊。So 我们有那个原则 we're going to principle, therefore we need to be self-sufficient right now. Self-sufficient, self-support, and of course, you need to have some self-sacrifice. That means you have to give up certain parts of the land to do like this type of things. But because Singapore, if you study geography, you know land is scarce. 很少，是很 limited. So we have to make every single 空间 to do it. So that is one. And then you realize from number 1 to number 5 or number 6, no, number 1 to 5, it's more to the regional support. For number 4, for number 3, chemical, it used to happen in Japan. And then for number 2, North Star, I can't remember what it's also got to do with other parties, other countries. So we join exercise. 亚裔还是会有捉贼要捉秦王啊，这是不是有这个意思吗？是不是捉贼要捉秦王 ？You must you must catch the ringleader. So all these you realize that Osama bin Laden's, Mas Salamat, all these terrorists, so-called terrorists, they are the ones who destroy the peace and prosperity. So in order to protect and prevent this, the 2P, prevent, it's not present, preventive, not presentative. Where's my mouse not working? It's preventative. Okay, preventative and protective measure, not presentative. Now you need to prevent and protect and preserve the rights. So you realize, let's talk about China. 在八国联军打中国的时候 they lost the values. But now after that, and then also the Opium War, if you study, same as Singapore. When the Japanese attacked Singapore, the British ran away and left all the Chinese become the scapegoat and not scapegoat, the 羔羊被屠杀 and killed and massacred. So now because of all this history, we need to make the country strong by working with others. Okay? 天香，你听过一个筷子很容易断，对吗？ One chopstick is easily broken. But if I bundle with 10 chopsticks or 20 chopsticks, it's stronger and better. So the same mentalities go to this. Okay, they join forces. Okay, so in case they come out in this SPQ, they show these 2 pictures. Now, these 2 pictures actually is called sustainability, self-sufficient, in order not to be too, too dependent on others. Why? It is important. If it depends on other country too much, then we are actually controlling by it. It's just like you look at Hamas, the Palestinians, okay? They are supposed to support them, but end up, you see, if you ask me on humanitarian ground, they should stop the war. Okay, yes, they can say that like what people who are saying is the war is yeah, right, you're saying 100 years. In fact, this war has been thousands of years ever since the birth of Christ. Okay. All right, let's move on to the next one. Is it this one here? This one, to make sure. Okay. May I have Zach? Are you okay to read? Yeah, are you able to read protecting?
Protecting Singaporeans against external and internal threats remain key to safeguarding our way of life. We have strengthened our defense capabilities, especially in digital defense, while building stronger diplomatic ties with partners. The SAF is operationally ready and the home team works with Singaporeans to keep our neighborhood safe.
Thank you. Okay, Uncle Raymond has been in the army for 2.5 years. When I was 19 years old, serving the army for 2.5 years. Then I served the Ministry of Education for 7 years. And now I'm serving the police force, a volunteer police force for coming to third year or fourth year, 3 years plus. I understand the importance of security. So which one is important, the internal security or the external security? Well, at the end of the day, it's still both important. It's just like your house. External security means you got security guard, you protect everything well, and then you got a lock, you got a digital lock. Internal security maybe is another internal security, like you got a safe, 保险箱, or then you got internal camera to check in case of burglar coming to your house and things like that. So the first paragraph tells you that whichever internet says 87% remain high and stable confidence. If a country's write down of this important, if a country do not trust the internal and external security, I think it's time to get out of the country. Because if they have this problem, that means going to have civil war, they're going to have riots, revolutions, and raids, R-A-I-D-S. Right? Carry on this paragraph. Yeah.
Our legal frameworks have been strengthened and updated, enhancing protection for vulnerable members of society. Singaporeans also have greater access to improved digital government services, and the Singapore Together movement was launched, encouraging all to shape Singapore's policies and environment together.
You saw the one I just typed. Oh my goodness, I sent to only Thomas. I'm sorry, I should send to everyone. Please, if you are receiving this message, gov.sg, it is important because all the government's linkage will be under gov.sg. Please tell your parents. There's no other website or SMS. This is the only website that links to your SingPass, link to whatever it is, to connect to your access, to your CPF, to your bank account, or to your others linkage. Okay, so take note. So this is like the framework digital protecting against digital governments. Okay, we know that the scammers are getting more and more advanced, more high tech, more sophisticated, more cunning, and more ability to scam people using different plots, PLOT, to set up and maybe to get information. Why a lot of Singaporeans are get scammed? Because we are now become a digital society. I mean, if you go to Malaysia, China, all these countries, they do have this. It is inevitable. We need to move on. Next two paragraphs, we finish it. Yeah. Thank you.
The COVID-19 pandemic highlighted the resilience and spirit of our country. Individuals, households, businesses, and the community stepped forward to partner the government and one another to assist those in need. This review has dedicated a special section to their efforts here. Read more on areas such as external and homeland security, government and regulations, and Singapore Together in the program highlighted below.
Yeah, the Singapore Together is the one that you see. You can look at the pictures here. Ranked the first in government effectiveness in the World Bank, and then 87% of the citizens and some more are very satisfied with the government e-service. But now with more scammers, the confidence may drop. And on top of the rank, the first out of the 142 countries in this law and orders. That means our countries are very clean. That means we follow the laws and order very clean. Are you okay, Michael? You okay? Yeah, because you banged down, I thought what happened? I thought my lesson so boring, you sleep already. Okay, never mind. The Singapore legal frameworks was the second. Wow. So I tell you, 7 个宝贝啊，你懂现在你的mommy daddy Uncle Raymond we have done our best, and your grandparents will come here and done their best to make Singapore, to even to make your previous country, China, to be what they are now through their hard works and sacrifice, making the countries more secure. Now your job is to enhance, ensure, and enforce it to make it better. How? Now you have to use book smart now. You have to learn through a lot of things that, to make sure that other countries will not invade us, do not get jealous of us, but cooperate with us, okay? Next one. Well, look at this one here, these pictures here. This is a picture I'd like to share with you that, you see, we are actually telling the world, if you want to boycott us, 你要跟我们玩那种怎么讲帮我们prevent food from coming to Singapore, don't worry. We have our own ways to survive, and this is one way to survive. Planting vegetables on the rooftop of a multi-story car park. Hey, I tell you, Ian, last year I really went to one of the multi-story car park in Woodlands. When I went out, I see seriously the whole entire rooftop are all vegetable, 蔬菜, 有小白菜, 有 carrot, you name it okay? 是应该如果每个停车场 if all the whole entire Singapore, the rooftop convert it to this, I think it's sufficient enough to last for at least a few months. If other countries do not want to send any food to us. The most important one, Huiru, is the water. In the previous SS topics, they talk about 你懂我们跟哪一个国家买水吗？比如
Malaysia.
Yeah, and a few years ago, many years not few years they 吊起来卖了，他说 OK 1 gallon 20 cent 50 cent 哇随便起价嘞。So we kind of bit fed up 不要牵着鼻子走。You know what happened 慧茹 We came out our own new water， 你懂 new water 吗？新生水，就是那些 recycle water to make it into a pure water. So we have that technology. 你不要逼人太甚。壁虎跳墙, you don't force us until one corner, then we show you my true color. We don't want to do that. So that is why your parents and all these come here, investments of technology, educations, and the most important things, investment for the next generation to survive in a better and more conducive manner to live in, right? Actually, my slide is not so little. I don't know why. I think I took the wrong slide. So let me stop sharing first. Go back to this one. I think I missed out one of this. It's correct. I took the wrong slide. Now I got it. Hey, where are you? Okay. Is it here? This is not the one that shucks. Oh gosh. Where's the other one? Is this one? Yep. Please write down this one. Michael, please write down. Transnational terrorism is about preventive, protective, and responsive. Take note. You have we done this here, right? Let me see. Where's my pictures? Too many pictures. You done this? This one, yeah. Oh, okay. This one done it. Oh, okay. This one. Okay, and this one. Yes, this one. Okay. We're going to do another few more. Okay, this one. Later we got the okay. So you realize this one also the same, because Singapore are an island surrounded with a lot of seawater. So we make use of this space, and then they call the floating platform, the floating what do you call this floating sustainability platform for them to rear fishes, fishes like the seafood business, because we make use of 一石二鸟, one stone kill two birds. and using the technology. Well done. Okay, so with this picture that tell you that Singapore governments, the people here, make use of every ounce and inch of the places here to survive, be it food or even seafood, or even what about, like a student asked, how about rice? So far rice may not be at this moment a bit tough because the rice needs certain temperature and certain big places to grow, but maybe organic rice, we're not sure. So we're going to do that. Okay, now this one, this is a one piece copy down. Transnational terrorism is all about preventive, to prevent terrorists right now, to prevent terrorists from coming in to attack. So when you're writing your SPQ or your SRQ for this last topic, you can use these three words. Protective measure. What's a protective measure? Measure means that your internal, the home team police force, and the external, the Singapore Armed Forces, which is the air, land, and sea. 海陆空三军. Responsive is like recently last week was when I was doing my police duty, got these things called the what citizen watch group, CWS, yeah, citizen watch group scheme. So 例如雅叶天祥 just Zach and Thomas, are you able to turn on the camera? If I know you're outside, if you can, please let me know. If not, also just type out so I can tell my boss why you cannot turn on the camera. Okay, don't mind, thank you. So excuse me. What I was saying, oh yeah. So the citizen watch scheme is to allow you 例如以前我们在新加坡住钢板，钢板就是 village ，so 好像我的同胞他说，陈先生宋先生，我要出门了，去哪里？但以前钢板人他们的门没有是那种 digital lock 嘛，对吗？也没有锁，so we just help each other to take care of our surrounding. So 如果有外省stranger coming to the village we will help each other to take note. 你请问你来这边是谁？哦，我要找陈先生跟陈太太，你是谁？我是他的远方亲戚，谁也谁。But then 我没有听说过他有一个远方亲戚叫阿明的嘞。Are you sure not? But now because of we are staying in HDB flat, take note. We do have every lift we got camera, and outside the lift we also got police camera, and some household their digital lock also got camera, and some even they don't have, but because you see 远亲不如近邻，听过这句话慧茹 right? The way is yeah 也听过远亲不如近邻。So it's good sometimes to have good neighbors to keep an eye on strangers and on those people who housebreaking, knowing that this family year-end season want to go holiday already, okay, and then I monitor. 外面为什么这么多报纸啊？为什么那个 letterbox 还这么多 letter 还没有拿？为什么到外边有什么flyers 那些传单that means 家人已经出外旅行了。好，咱们今晚来 Home Alone 2 break in the house. But then they forgot we got the CWS, the Citizens Watch Scheme, where they help to look after one another. That is the last one called responsive. Oh, 明白哦，一言 and Michael, 天祥 you understand It's not about just the police do the job. I mean, yes, my colleague and myself, when we are doing duty, we respond it like cases that are very serious. But sometimes it's good to have people like you to have the third eye, to have the extra eyes to hey, look out from bad people and things like that. Well done to all of you. And you have to, if you're not sign up the scam shield, 好像一只狐狸来的 scam shield is to filter out all the scammers number. Okay, take note my mouse to fail. My mouse, what happened? Is frozen. What's wrong? Stupid. Okay, is this one? Okay. Okay. Hey, hello. Hello. Why cannot move? Okay. Now let's talk about border controls. Thank you. Thomas, are you able to read? Zachary, are you able to read again? Zachary, 1000. Yes. Okay, let's go.
A border control, use of biometric technology and radiographic image. 2. Border controls, restricting air travel. 3, collaboration with other countries.
So these preventive measures are the three. The border controls, recently, last month, or was it few weeks ago, they got this Abu Sayyaf, or was it the terrorist group, went inside to a police station and shot two police officers, and one to be the Islamic group, right? So when this happened, our police here in Singapore also keep us alert and start to check on their biometrics, the passport. And then, of course, during 911, when there was this airplane crash into United States of America's territory, now you go and check in your airplanes. You need 2 hours to clear all your luggages just to prevent from air attack. And then collaboration with other countries, recently Singapore also reprimanded and handcuffed 2 suspect or already confirmed that these 2 are scammers from Malaysia to deported to Singapore for further investigations. Thanks to the Royal Malaysian Police Force, they have helped us to nab these 2 naughty person who scam a lot of money of Singaporean. So next one, preventive use of biometric technology and radiographic image. This one and one. You don't need to read the A. Let's read the next one in the immigrations. Zachary.
In the immigration clearance process and analysis of cargo vehicles crossing Singapore's borders. Example, the biometric passport contains a unique biological data such as fingerprints data, facial image, and passport details on a contactless chip. This helps to detect and identify theft and terrorism, prevents movement of foreign terrorists and materials that can be used to produce explosive into Singapore through the land, sea, and air checkpoints.
When you're sleeping at night, or when you are in the school, my colleagues and myself and all maybe your auntie, uncle who are in the police force or in the army, we are 24/7, 365 days. We are protecting the whole entire Singapore. It's the same that goes to China, goes to any country. Then Ian and Michael, you might say, huh? Are you saying that we are not trusting our neighbor? So we keep on the toe? No, we do trust our neighbor. But the problem is that our neighbor also got bad people, correct or not? Right? I mean, so sorry. In school, they also got good student and bad student, right? So the same thing goes here. We need to constantly keep on the toe to be write down the 3A. I think you hear this already. Maybe Michael, you're new. You need to keep on your alert on the alertness, attentions, and awareness. Alert, attention, and awareness. You just need one cloud to come in and bomb the whole entire country. 1, 2 bomb, that's it. The people trust and confidence level will drop like hell. And no tourists will come in. Thanks to Zach, our dear goalkeeper, suddenly a lot of China tourists come to Singapore. Wow, just to see him. I think the Douyin, TikTok, he already got 33 million followers. Oh my God. But I'm so proud. I'm so proud. Singapore football still got hope. Thanks to our goalkeeper. Sorry. Okay, a bit sarcastic. Next one, last paragraph, criticism against Zachary. Mr. Zachary.
Yes, wait, sorry, I forgot to get my mic. Biometric passport may result in data breaches. Information can be obtained illegally for criminal use, like for illegal immigrants.
Have you ever heard that when you go out of Singapore passport now is the top 3 or top 2 in the whole entire world, 190 over countries. So when you're carrying the passport overseas, people are eyeing this passport. They can just take your passport and do something and sample your passport. Now with the technology of Photoshop, don't know what, Canvas, they can design the whole and or make use of your passport to become a syndicate passport, to become a bad guy's photo, and then use your name and do bad things. So the passport is like very important. It's a 护身符. So you see, even no matter how good it is, the biometric technologies, no matter how good you are, like recently, not recently, just now a few hours, when I was celebrating my mother-in-law's birthday, I watched a BBC News, BBC documentary about doing the security of passport. They got this hologram, got this laser to make sure that people will not anyhow copy this to prevent it from happening. Wow. Not easy. Yeah. This is something that I feel that Singapore is doing a very good job to prevent all these syndicate and bad people to get a chance of a passport to come into Singapore and do bad thing and harm the security and the harmony and the peace in Singapore. May I have Hui Ru, can you read the next two paragraphs? Just put in USA.
In USA, there is no fly list with names of known or suspect terrorists. Americans outside USA placed on the list will not be allowed to board any plane back to the USA. Non-Americans based in the USA will not be allowed to board a plane to return to their home country. This ensures the security of countries and passengers who are traveling by air.
不是几麻烦的咯。你弄到为什么你先坐大飞机啊 ？It's such an easy way, but why you make it until so difficult, so tough? Because of these three things, preventive, protective, and what? Responsive measure. If they don't do because 他们已经被蛇咬了，10年会痛。The 911 case is the one that is a wake-up call to the whole entire aerospace industry. And because of the terrorist attack, it was, I think, during 2001, 你们还没有出事啊。Uncle Raymond is still very young, 30 plus, I think. But the moment I see this, it's like, oh my God. You know, after this 911 attack in USA, the next year, following year, or a few months later, they start the Iraq war. No, Iraq war is 1999, sorry. Sorry. Then they start to go and attack Saddam Hussein because they believe Saddam Hussein is the one who get people to attack the 911, the 911s. So whatever it is now making air, it's getting more couples. And I don't know, is it a good thing? Yeah, because it's always must be something bad happen, then you will start to change. If not, they will not change. So same thing, this topic is so important because it's very wide. You never know what the social studies SPQ will come up. It can come up any single questions. You never know, because this kind of question is a day-to-day. Like today I thought about it, then a few days later, there's another news about terrorism, about cyber security, about defense. Okay, last paragraph, please.
Such restrictions violate the right of individuals to have freedom of movement, as stated in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Some individuals may be wrongly identified on the list, causing a lot of inconvenience.
Sorry, Hui Ru. You realize every time the Americans people who screw up the life of all of us. I feel that they always believe the right. Hui Ru，你没有知道吗？在 during COVID 很多美国人都讲 ，It's my right not to put on the mask. Who on the F are you telling me that I must put on the mask? That's my right. And what happened? Because they don't put masks, more people die. And then when you enforce them to put masks, they fight with the police officer. Here in Singapore, just shut up and put your mask. In China, you don't put your mask, no need to talk one, straight away put you in jail. Or in US, you still have to go for protests. And then recently, in Singapore, we need to 打那个疫苗是吗？那个 vaccination, right? COVID. You know there's some idiot, I use the word idiot. They say, no, the Bible say cannot have injection of this. It let it be. 你如果是 God fated, 如果你真的是会死就会死啊。What kind of stupid reason? And it's true, no? That this lady, remember in Singapore, right? You know, right? For this lady, what they call the lady is an officer, you don't put mask, right? Remember? She don't put mask. They say, right, what rights do you have to ask me to put mask? Like stupid, right? Then after that, you go to jail, remember? She come out, she don't put mask again. Right? So you realize these are some things like, now you understand why you study this social study. Sometimes it's that the government have to do something that have to force the citizen to do it for the safety. Remember the preventive, protective and responsive. Not just the terrorists, Tian Xiang, Thomas. Thomas, can you show me a thumbs up if you are listening? Because I feel very weird if my student don't respond. So sorry, Michael, that's me. I don't care. You want to use your handphone, not you. You want to use your handphone. You want to flirt with your handphone, anything. But when I call you, please, thank you, Thomas. That's all I want to hear. Thank you. Because my boss sometimes will come in and check. He say, Raymond, I know you're teaching, teach. But do you know your parents are paying attention? Oh my God, seriously. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Thomas. So慧茹你明白哦。所以有时候不是说你的钱呢？对， I understand. You must say, Uncle Raymond, I'm 21 already. It's my right. Hello. 你要知道your parents still have their rights to tell you what to do， 对吗？虽然你是说我已经21岁了，我是大人，I got my rights. Excuse me, no such thing one. 只要你那一天你的父母亲还在世的时候in life they're still very worried for you. Agree 慧茹？right， 以后你做妈妈你就知道为什么。It's not just that the rights itself. It's about responsibility. Okay, right now it's about responsibility that you answer for yourself. You make sure you return back to the society in the right ways. I still got how many more? Okay, after this 25, I will stop already. Tian Xiang, are you able to read now? Thank you, Hiro.
Preventive collaboration with other countries. For example, UN Security Council Resolution 1973, member countries share intelligence on individuals or group practicing or planning terrorist acts. Country members also take actions against terrorists. Unnecessary for countries to work together as terrorism is global in nature. With enough information, the countries can stop acts of terrorism from being carried out. For example, Singapore collaborates with ASEAN countries, the ASEAN Counter-Terrorism Workshop, where countries exchange best practices to enhance counter-terrorism in the region. For example, Singapore is also a member of the Container Security Initiative's screens to identify and target high-risk American-bound containers and pre-screen them before they are shipped to ports in USA. This helps to prevent any terrorist plan against USA. Keeping it safe.
Thank you very much, Tian Xiang. You realize that you read the whole thing is that you can make before this 9/11 attack or before anything, after World War II, United Nations already formed, and because of this, Michael, you should know, right? They have these different ideologies, the communists, the democrats, all this. But you see, they cannot see eye to eye, so they will have different mindset, their different ideology, their different way of managing their political agenda. So as a result, that means you两帮派. That's why they got this Cold War in the 1970s. The Cold War is between the USSR and the USA, right? The USSR 就是现在的 Russia. That means in 1973 they already formed. That means 他们已经都是互相不信任. But Singapore is the small country. Realize that thanks to Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, he knows the meaning of one chopstick and 10 chopsticks together is not easily to break. The concept is they join forces together because Southeast Asia 在东南亚这边这一带就是有很多海盗 the pirates. In order to prevent all these pirates, it's the stealing. Because one day, Hui Ru, Thomas, Zachary, Tian Xiang, Michael, and Ian, you will come out to work in the country and in a company, that might involve logistics, aerospace, transport, MRT, anything. As long as you're working for government sectors or private sectors, you will need to fly, travel. And this is where the security comes in, to make sure that every citizen is safe and sound, to move from one place to another. That's why Singapore governments initiate this, because they really treasure every single Singaporean's life. I like the Americans' concept is that leave no man behind. during World War II. In fact, until today, the motto stand, leave no man behind. They don't care whether you are captured, dead or alive. They will make sure to bring the SEAL team, SEAL team, like the commandos, will fly all the way to the enemy territories and bring you home alive. Wow, this is something I feel proud. Every life counts, accountability. So same thing, preventive, protective, and responsive. So you realize this is to prevent terrorists from attack. So sometimes, Tian Xiang, can you tell me, what, since you're reading this, can you tell me who is actually a terrorist? What is a terrorist? How you define terrorist? Can I ask everyone here? Let me start first. I define terrorists as people who are against their rights and religions and race. How about you, Tian Xiang? Everyone, please participate this. What is your definitions? Let's see who is the best answer. What is your definition of what is terrorist?
People who
大声一点，大声一点，对不起哦。
people who plan or carry out terrorist attack.
But you never define the terrorist. What you mean by terrorist attack? I know people who plan and carry out terrorist attack. What kind of terrorist attack are you referring to? Yes, my dear Tian Xiang.
Large scale.
Okay, thank you. Write down terrorist definition from Tian Xiang is a large scale attack. How about you, Yaye?
A terrorist attack will be like it may be cyber attack, it may be like 911 when the terrorist like controls something and like just make a mess and like just cause a lot of people to be dead. And it can be also like it's just like something it's just like some people, to me, right, it's just like some people who went crazy tried to like overthrow the government. It's not really overthrow the government, but just make a mess out of this country. Yeah.
Okay, I like the way you use the word make a mess and then destroy it and get rid of their idea. 你懂啊，在二战的时候那个日本鬼子，他们也是很怕恐怖分子。恐怖分子就是那个中国解放军他们就会去sabotage跟 bomb 他们的那个 Japanese 的 territory。So the word called 恐怖分子，他们多恐怖呢？使到他们有这个名称叫做恐怖分子。That's like terrorism. So terrorists to attack the terror. In fact, they have error, and in fact they got error. So they all got problem. So actually, are they really the ones who create a lot of problem? Who give them the problem that makes them want to be attack others? Okay, so I just leave the answer. Next, Thomas, are you able to tell your answer or open your mic and talk? What is your definitions of terrorists? Thomas? 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Zachary? $1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Michael, what is your definition of terrorist?
Okay, my definition of terrorist is a person who knowingly commits a crime with the knowledge that it will cause mass destruction, huge amounts of lives lost, and terror amongst the people, who unlawfully uses violence and intimidation, especially against civilians in the pursuit of political, religious, or extremist ideological aims.
Well said. You copy from ChatGPT?
No, it's just from a random thing that I did.
From your mind?
No.
Then you Google it?
No, it's from like a draft resolution that I did for something called a Model United Nations.
Okay, you're right. Thank you. How about Huiru?
It can be an individual or a group of people who want to use violence or intimidations in order to achieve some political or religious targets.
So to meet their objective 啦，就要达到目的，对吗？用这种卑鄙、不仁不义、不忠不孝的卑鄙手段来达到他们的目的，使到他们可以在一个有一席之位的空间，在这个地球 ，right？ Isn't it the same during World War II? Okay, thank you. How about Ian?
So basically, they're like people who like, I mean, terrorists mostly come from like certain religions where they have like their own mindset and ideology to like try to cause like chaos to society and then like set back the development of a country. Then like yeah.
Huh? Then like what? Sorry.
Wait, I forgot what I was saying.
Then like what? I just heard only then like then you mute already.
Yeah.
I think I would say they then like there are people who don't give a damn to the innocent life. Seriously, I feel that the terrorists are the group of people, as what Michael said, they want to have the political agenda. They want to meet certain criteria so that to tell the world, don't mess with me. Okay, I'm someone that, you know, is so powerful that if you do that, I will bring your life to misery or to chaos. So, well, terrorists actually comes about because of their rights and religions and race or even their political agendas are being affected, and because they are maybe their territory are affected, maybe their race maybe their economical things are affected, so they decided to go against the people who they feel that by doing this they feel much better, they feel that they'll bring the message clearer to people, though, so that if you mess with us, this is what 你的下场不堪设想, this is something going to bad happen to you if you're not going to give up on us and move on. In fact, worse, the more you do that, people will come to even want to subdue you, to destroy you, to eliminate you, to get you out of the surface of the earth. Now, you realize that on these pictures, before I go to the 25th, that's the next one. Look at this picture here. Please, you see, territories are all this here. Identity, you're right. Somebody say that. I think Michael was saying that. And then ideology also, Michael. Climate changes also can be a terrorist concern. Because of these westernizations and Americanizations, destroying their culture, their traditional value. That's called the territory. The geopolitical conflict of war, we know that the Israel and Hamas, as well as Ukraine and Russia and North Korea and South Korea, and some part of Asians, I think it's the Southern Sudan and Republic of Sudan also, they are fighting, if I'm not, and then South Africa, the apartheid, but now they stopped already. And then, of course, we'll talk about these physical destructions, human displacement, food control, and food as war or weapons. So out of these four, 1, 2, 3, 4, which one do you think is important? To me, I feel that all are important, but the most important is the human displacement. If you displace a human wrongly and you do not put them, you see, I'm not sure you know, recently you hear the Myanmar. I got friends to say that if I go back to Myanmar, I will not be able to come back because now Burmese people or the military are conscripting male and female to join their military forces to fight against their own people. Oh my God. Oh. So that's why I feel human displacement 很重要。如果你看到那个什么蒋世凯，还有那个孙中山的那一代的时候的 Cultural Revolution, the revolutions from China, and then if you look at the World War I and II, you know that these are all the humans 他们在搞乱世界。So the food insecurity, you saw the past few pictures, right? Why food is so important. If you don't have food availability, don't have food access, don't have food utilization, don't have food stability, you are asking for war already. Okay, please, if you can take note of this picture. I'm not going to send to you, sorry. If you want, you can use your handphone or print screen to send these pictures. So the food availability means everyone 有丰衣足食，国泰平安. Okay, but how can we make the equality and diversity of the people? It's very important. Food access. So Michael, can you imagine? Okay, joke. I know because my relative are Muslim Malay. All the Malay will get only rice. The Indian, they very dark, cannot see, so I don't give them. The Chinese, 小笼包, 叉烧包, 还有粽子. Huh? What the hell are you talking about? This is racist, right, Michael? Right. 我们要一视同仁 right? I don't care you're Indian, Chinese, 只要你不是外星人，你是人在新加坡，你就有那个 food access. Just the same thing to EduSave. I can tell you, when I was younger, my childhood friends are mostly Indian and Malay. Michael, the one who bullied me the most are the Chinese people. I'm telling you seriously. 因为我的名字叫宋忠汉，你懂那前面怎么读吗？宋忠。你懂什么意思哦？送终是什么意思 ？Funeral， 送终了。You see? So when I was a discipline teacher, I hate any student who make fun of people's name. Oh, get it, man. You're going to get it from me. Siao. So now you understand that food utilization is also very important. Oh, because you stay in the Orchard Road, I give you more burger. You stay in the low run, 一盘一听的，咦，这么肮脏呢？不要，呀，你们死你们的事。死在家里管你不关我的事。In other country they do that. But do you know, Uncle Raymond has been doing, I think your VIA, right, will go down to the one room, right, 一房一厅那些 auntie uncle 没有孩子的，那边你就带那个盐米茶饭什么东西都给他们，还有 Milo 还有 biscuit 给他们。他们讲到说，哎呦不要啦，你不要再给我那个米了 ，enough rice already， 我还吃不完。Then what happened? We buy pamper, adult pamper. We buy toothpaste. Okay, we change their bed sheet for them. We paint the house, paint the room. Ladies and gentlemen, how many countries in the world like Singapore will do that? Sometime at night when I watch TikTok, I saw some of the rural area in China. Wow, the people brought a lot of bed sheets and paint the room for the poor uncle. No? And he really cried because no one cared for them. At least China, they are doing all this to help. Look at the US. My student in US tell me, they are very racist. What's the problem? They are most educated people and yet they are racist. Sorry, I'm very sensitive, Michael. When you come to social studies, these kind of topics, most of the time, you agree, most of the time in school, they cannot talk this because it's sensitive. But to me, I don't give a bloody damn. We have to we have to open. Even when I was in school, I also open up. It's very sensitive. But we
honestly, I don't care either way.
Don't care who? Don't care what I say?
I don't care how sensitive topic is. If it has to be talked about, just talk
well
about
done.
it.
We must have an open mind, correct? No? We have an open mind. We must be not only open mind, must be impartial. All right. We must know what is right and wrong. We cannot hide the truth. Okay. And by the way, Michael, I'm a full 101% PAP supporter. Okay. I also do grassroots job. That means I go around with my MP to house visit. Okay. I do a lot of things. Okay. Oh, by the way, Ian. Hey, Ian, you never go. Have you went to the common folks, grassroots? No, right? 慧茹你有去慧茹，雅叶你有去雅叶有去吗？我跟你讲他们要关了嘞。Next year anyway 关你屁事了。Next year 你都没有 join 我们。So next year I heard from my sis 那个 grassroots 那个 common folks 关了，说你们要尽快。如果这几个月你可以下来 have a face-to-face exam discussion please welcome and enjoy the ice cream before it's gone. My sis might want not stop this business already. Last slide from this. Globalization, threats, legalization, nationalism, framework, science, interdisciplinary technologies, advancement, borders, political investment, development law, trade, securities, tension, economics, internet issue, treaties, interest, policy, liberalization, nationalization, cybersecurity, public national. Wow, a mouthful of words here. Please take a picture of all this. Now, I want you to seriously, Thomas, people against humanism. Yes, you are right, no? 人比人气死人的，人害人更加难的。Seriously, okay? I want all of you to look through these pictures and choose one word that you think is important. And please don't everyone choose security. Okay? Choose one word that you think is important. Okay? Who wants to start first? Ian?
I think I would choose like tension.
Oh, why?
Because like tension exists like nationally and internationally. Then
Right.
it can
Right.
lead to problems. But if you have the right measures to reduce tension, then like life will be a lot better.
Write down. I didn't teach you. You're using your book smart and contextual knowledge and general knowledge. Write down. Very good statement. You heard that. If you miss it, go back to the video and listen to what he say. Because I got other things to teach you. Tian Xiang, which word do you choose?
Globalization.
为什么 Okay, wait, Thomas, please choose the word since you are not able to turn on your camera and talk, but at least you type your answer and tell me how. Thomas, thank you. Yes, Tian Xiang.
Because it increases the interconnection and interdependence of people.
Sorry, which word you're choosing? Sorry.
Globalization.
Oh, your globalization because it's interconnected, is it? Did you use the word interconnected?
Yes.
Oh, you listen to my lesson, the last few lessons. Thank you very much. That's all? Yes? Okay, yeah, your turn.
I choose technological because like nowadays like what isn't technology? AI is technology, our phones are technology, the internet is technological, and that's technological advancement. We have already stepped into a digitalized world, so we can't live without the technology now. So yeah.
你说的很好嘞。今天 I visit my dad, my brother was there. He say, 因为新加坡人每个55岁都要去换登记change IC. Then sadly to say, my brother's side they got no computer, so he had to travel all the way to ICA to change the IC. Then you know what the lady say to him? 对不起这边没有做这样了，你要自己去那个 machine 那边online to submit. He was like, huh? How to do it? You see? So everything now is internet technology. Yeah, well done. How about you, Zachary? Zach, are you there, my dear? Zachary.
Usually water.
Oh, yeah. Which one do you think is more important?
I'll say I'll say security.
Oh, why? Oh, there's such a big word there. Okay, why?
Because security can be branched out into different parts, so like security there's for example cyber security that already covers technological investment, sometimes internet, okay, basically it covers like
Banking, banking
Yeah.
security, banking security, yeah.
it covers a lot of stuff under the list security, and like without security there will be a higher amount of threats and like illegal stuff basically.
Yeah, well done. So security, the keyword is branch out to many compartments, to many different parts of it. Yeah, thank you. All right, how about you? Okay, Thomas said economic is important for developments and to have stability in the country. So once you have economy with money coming in, we can build better school, better infrastructure, better hospital, buy better defense technology to protect the country, buy better hospital equipments. Thank you very much. That is economic. What about who? 天祥讲了雅燕讲了慧茹讲了吗？Yes.
I also want to choose economy because economy can drive the innovation of technology.
Drive the innovation, right now, well said. Drive the innovation, well said, very good. The keyword is drive. 向前迈进，对 very good, carry on. Sorry to interrupt you.
And improve the standards of living of residents. This can also to increase the internal security of the nation.
我跟你讲，在60 to 70 years ago, when some China people came to Singapore, they were so 好像很 very 怎么讲井底之蛙，说哇，我来到新加坡，我看到他的墙壁哦，他随便按几个字哦，几个密码，那个钱就从那个墙壁吐出来了，哇，这么先进啊！The thing is called ATM 。所以现在你看啊，现在中国啊，我听说你去上海、北京啊，which I'm going to go later on the end of this year. In fact, before I was in China a few times, they already use cashless payment, 对吧？慧茹，什么 WeChat、Alipay 啊 ，in fact 他们都不想拿现金啊，因为 you use 的那个什么WeChat or Pay 啊 ，you got the point system right to exchange something right. Wow， 然后谁在笑谁？现在我的岳父大人呢，很崇拜中国。哇，你看现在中国有那个 BYD 的车啦，那个地铁做到这么好 ，all these things 先进啊。你懂他讲什么？美国人靠边站的些，哇，老爸你说的漂亮啊，well done 啊 ，it's all about economic 啊。你听过这句话？什么？钱能使鬼推磨，对吗？right， 这句话是真的没错。Michael，what do you think? Sorry 啊，before I start, I forgot to tell you, all of us here are a bunch of freaks. We are all crazy people. So I hope you join the right class. Okay, what do you think? Which words is important?
Public.
Whoa, why?
I think this can be summarized with one phrase. One sentence is that, what's the point of a government without a public behind it?
Oh, okay. So 一个将军没有 soldier, it's no point to go for war, right?
Yeah.
哦，这样谁想？关你一个人也可以打，岳飞也是一个人可以打。Then Michael say 每个人没有每个像关你跟岳飞啦 ，please 啦。Okay, I agree. The public is very important in order to bring the countries because they pay taxes, right, Michael? They not only pay taxes, they also contribute in terms of security. Well said. Thank you very much. How about by the way, Michael, what was your grade for SS in WA2?
WA2 C5.
I F you lah. Are you sure? No, you talk until so well. You're at C5. You mean which one? You don't know. You know when I say F you means fine.
Yeah,
Are you sure? No. Which one? SRQ. By the way, your WA2 is not a full paper, right?
It's not, no.
That's the freaking problem, you see. That's a freaking problem. Okay, so don't take it as C5. Don't worry. Okay, I think you can score at least a B3 in the way you talk like that. No problem. Back to you, Ian. Which one do you think is more important? Before I end this topic now.
I say that.
你有讲咩？
Yeah, I said attention.
谁没有讲啊？杨玉讲了吗？
He was the first one who talked, sure.
I already said it.
Sorry, I got a bit dementia. 天祥讲了吗？ So everyone say already, Confirm, everyone say already, If not, there's okay, 1, 2, 3, stop. Thank you, Michael, for telling me. Let's go back to the topics. Okay, this one here. So let's go to the answer for the first two questions. Study source A. What does the source tell you about healthcare in Singapore? So this is a source A. Where's my source A? This is source A. So the background information, Michael, you always must read the background information and you must underline at least 5 or 6 keywords like this. Because all the information here, the words used here in the background information, 100% will use confirm, job stand and sign, will use it in your answering of any of the the 5 question: inference, comparisons, purpose, reliability, usefulness, and assertion. Confirm one. Okay, if any student don't read background information, you won't fail. Maybe you fail, but you won't pass with great grades. So far from experience teaching SSTs, wow, I lost count, 205 or 208 until now. I mean, we count it as 205 until now. So far, if you don't read, no, the old one don't have really background information, if I'm not mistaken. I also lost track, so sorry. But based on the background information, I feel that it is very important. Okay, so you see, this is a background information of Medisave, Medishield, EduShield, and Medifund. I quickly ask any one of you. Okay, Tian Xiang, what is Medishield? The girls, don't worry, you'll be excused. Tian Xiang, what is Medishield?
Extra protection bond.
From who? How do you define the
From-
extra protection? You are correct.
From government.
Bad. Michael, do you know what is Medishield?
MediShield.
Do you know what is Medisave?
I think from the language given, I feel like it's something related with like reducing medical bills, insurance, something of the sort.
Very good, correcto. But what kind of insurance are we talking about? The government will subsidize, like Tian Xiang. The Medishield is the other one. We are talking about government subsidized, Tian Xiang. Okay, thanks, Michael. So, Zachary, what is Medisave?
Medisave is like, it's a saving for like medical funds or something.
Huh?
I think.
What do you say?
Like there's a saving, it's like a part of your saving where it's to like cover your medical fees or something.
Your medical what?
Medical fee.
Medical bills, okay. Not 100% correct, but still correct. Ian, what is Medifund?
Like it's for the financially unable people. To like help pay for their medical bills.
Everyone half. Okay. Do I have the drawer? The drawer gone already. Where's my drawer? Okay, the drawer is gone. Sorry. Now take note, Medisave is only when the person is working and contribute the money to CPF. They got 3 accounts: ordinary, special, and Medisave. Next year, there will be no special account. We'll have ordinary account and Medisave. Medisave is to pay your medical bills, okay, for working adults. But Michael, you're not working, right? So how? Touch wood. So not you, I say don't you. So Peter, for example, Peter, he's a 16 years old boy. He got not working, but their parents are working. So touch wood, if Peter got dengue fever, he need to go to hospital, then die lah. Who pay? Of course, mommy, daddy pay. But the good thing is that because mommy, daddy got the working, so Medisave got enough money, he can cover the medical bill for Peter. Then Peter, let's say, got complication, have to use oxygen tank, all these things, jialat, a lot of money. Thank God the mommy, daddy got buy the Medishield. That means Medishield means AIA insurance, NTUC insurance, Great Eastern insurance, Prudential insurance, or Manulife insurance. Okay, I know because Uncle Raymond used to be an insurance agent. So with this cost, let's say the bill is $10,000 now with Medishield, he bought an AIA policy, he can use the insurance to cover some of the medical bill. Okay, that is called Medishield. Then after that, the government will subsidize. So for example, like old people, like pioneer generations, if they go to hospital, then they got 50% cover from pioneer generation, another 50% from the government subsidiaries, and then with let's say their children bought a Medishield or Medisave for the mommy, or use a Medisave from the son. Say, never mind, I'll help my mother to pay the medical bill. Just like recently, Michael, my mom went for operation. Okay, he used her Medisave. I also buy a Medishield for her. So you know what, the whole bill was about 2,000 plus. I can't remember 3,000. You know how much she paid now? Cash cash 50块，不错哦。因为它是 pioneer generation 你懂什么是 pioneer generation 吗，Michael？ 就是说那个第一代的 ，OK， 就是80多期 ，those people were born in the 1940s， so got 50%， and then the government also cover, well, everything cover $2,000 bill, I think so, I can't remember, but she only pay $50. Ooh, wow. So who says Singapore government is so good? I'm gonna kill you. Say, okay. So this is a source A. Okay, I think last week we went through. Sorry, Michael, you don't mind, because we went through already. So I got to go through this. The healthcare system was ranked. Okay, then we're going to talk about this. The features, we have the background, the middle ground, and the front ground. So we're going to use this BMF, background, middle ground, front ground, and the four corners to dissect, to segmentize, to diagnose, to investigate, to check how this source space is going to work. And based on the providence, is it a positive? Because it's a local opposition. Usually when you see opposition, it means it's going to mock, criticize, and go against negative about the government. So it's negative lah. So it's the picture itself, you see it can be agenda, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, just a quick one. So let's go through the answer for A. May I have our dear friends who haven't read? Things haven't read already. Michael, can you read please?
Like the whole paragraph 1.
Yeah, like that. Okay, go.
Okay. Paragraph 1, inference 1. E.g., the source tells me that Singapore's healthcare system is affordable and good. This is supported by source A, which states that the healthcare system is cost effective, thus making the medical services affordable. It also states that Singapore has medical treatments with a success rate, thus showing that healthcare is effective and good.
How do you see? Healthcare system is cost effective. All right, so you may state it there. Okay. Okay. Something like that. Copy code now. So the magic words are please in exam. Actually, if you put this the word task. I don't want comma now. I don't underline, sorry. Task, hence, therefore, please, Thomas. The examiner love to see this triplet. 这个三胞胎. Use any of these words and then underline and tell the examiner, hello, I'm using this. Give me a level 1, level 2, level 3 mark. This is the 3 magic words. Must use. Paragraph 2, sir. Michael, paragraph 2, please. Thank you, sir.
My bad.
No, you don't feel bad. I'm not mad. Nobody is sad. Don't feel sad.
Okay. Paragraph 2, inference 2. The source also tells me that the healthcare system caters to Singaporeans with different socio-economic status. This is supported by source A, which states the fact that there is a range of different wards available to the patients, ranging from $30 to $300, and patients
$3,000, brother.
No, $3,000. $3,000, and patients can choose a ward based on his or her financial conditions.
Okay, the 6 of you listen. Michael is a new student. So ask him, may I ask in your school, your SS teacher, when you do inference question, you use 1 inference or use 2 inference? For the 5 marks question, back to you, sir.
I think.
Be honest, Be honest.
When we're doing inference questions, our teachers always tell us to do like 1 inference and then after that just explain, I think.
No, I must explain. All inference must explain and code with example.
Yeah.
My question, you see my this answer here, I got 2 inference. Some of the classmates here, they say, no, Uncle Raymond, my teacher say 1 inference 可以了，不需要2个，多此一举，画蛇添足。But some students say, no, my teacher say 2 inference. But most of the classmates here, if I'm not mistaken, they say 1 inference 够了。我跟他们讲说2个 inference 比较好。In case inference 1假如说 example inference 1错你还有一个 backup 在这边。我在讲如果这个是对呢，然后这个是错呢 ，you still got marks 吧，对不对 ？So honestly, what did your teacher do? Only 1 inference.
Yeah, only 1 inference.
In the name of Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, Amen. God bless you. I leave it to you, huh? Okay, I'm a very, very kiasu and very OCD. I will still insist my student to have 2 inference. I got students say 5 marks, Uncle Raymond, you sure not? 不用这么多废话啦，乱口水. I leave it to you. Okay, if you want to write 1 inference, all of you listening, the 7 of you, if you still want to use 1 inference, go ahead. I don't stop you. I still insist 2 inference. I still insist. That is my point. Okay, thank you, Michael. Can we go to the next one, Saucy? Why do you think the cartoonist draw this cartoon? So this is a very straightforward. 为什么他画这个 cartoon? Okay, now Boon Hwan used to be an ex-minister for health, but now he retired MP already. Let's go for this. So this is a purpose. Michael, when you see the word why, it usually must explain with context. Okay, go.
Just read again. Okay. This cartoon was this cartoon was published on the opposition's website to express the cartoonist's view on the Singapore's healthcare system. The cartoonist is trying to show that the Singapore's healthcare system is in Singapore is not a good shape / not perfect. This is evident in source B, which shows an ambulance symbolizing Singapore's healthcare system undergoing repairs or changes. The problems that this healthcare system faces include issues like PR and subsidies.
You know what's PR? Permanent resident. Okay, go.
The cartoonist is also trying to show that the PAP party has to fix the problem in Singapore's healthcare system. This is evident in source B, which shows Singapore's healthcare system, which is symbolized by the ambulance, is in a repair shop by the name of Boon Hwan Repair, PAP. Boon Hwan was Singapore's health minister and was from the PAP.
No wonder lah, you PAP ma, you of course support PAP Boon Hwan. What guy screw up the whole entire healthcare? By the way, Michael, I ever met this Mr. Ho Boon Hwan face to face in grassroots. I even stand up, I went to him, I bow to him, I say, thank you, sir, for helping Singapore. And do you know, Michael, Boon Hwan was a Malaysian citizen who came here to be Singaporean. Okay? 做人要饮水思源啊，他搬了新加坡。Come on, Michael, agree. All of you listening here, you definitely love your parents, especially today is Father's Day. Fathers are always very full of ego. 他们怎么做 ego， 就算他们多 ego 也好，他们不是100%是神啊。They will sure make some mistake, like myself. I'm also a screw up father at times. But that doesn't mean I'm a bad father or your father is bad, right? Not all policy are 100% good, right? 对吗 Michael? Right? We need to give and take. We need to open up the book and say, hey, hello, I don't think it's good now. Can we improve now? If 你厉害，你来做老板哦，你厉害，你来做政府啦，嘴巴讲而已。This is live recording, Michael. There are people who are listening to my video and all this. I don't care, like you, I don't give a damn. Because 讲话要对，问心无愧. It's fair and square. We are not talking of rubbish. Okay, I love my country a lot. I've been serving 3 ministries, the army, the MOE, and now the police force. I'm proud of myself. Okay, seriously, I feel good. Okay, seriously. So to think about this one, is really to fix. Do you know recently, last time MRT was screwed up, no? Every time breakdown until people's school, and then it affect the election and the voting. And thanks to this guy who came in and fixed the MRT issue. Paragraph 3, sir. Mr. Michael Liu. Liu Bei the whole time. Please read.
Through this cartoonist wanted to convince Singaporeans that the PAP is not doing a good job in managing the healthcare, so that they will lose their trust in the party and not support the party anymore.
Put. I won't listen to you. I'm not saying you, I'm talking about this cartoon picture. Okay, so sorry. Let's do about C. How similar are the source explain C and D? So same thing. The C and D here. Next week we're going to talk about this. Okay. Because of time, I want to talk about the BTO stuff. So if you have the time, please Okay. Okay. And this one is very important. Okay, I must be a bit serious. I used to, okay. The BTO versus sales of balance, right? So you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, as far as concerned, after you graduate, you have to think now, Michael, all of you listening, if you and your wife and you and your husband, the salary is more than 15 or 18,000 per month, you are not allowed to buy any BTO flat. You know, of course, 你赚越多钱当然是好。为什么？ HDB 是 for lower and middle income people。你跟你老公跟你老婆做，每个月赚 10,000， 所以你们加起来有 20,000 per month。你还要住三房式 HDB 啊，你要鸡蛋糕。那个三房式是给那些比较贫穷、比较那个 income 比较 low 的。你跟你老公跟你老婆可以赚 20,000 per month， go and buy a condo 啦 ，for goodness sake。Okay， so HDB schemes are applied to single 就是单枪匹马。I got student ask me, Ian, ready? Uncle Raymond, does it imply to LGBT? Michael, you know what is LGBT, right? Yeah, I'm also one of them. Love going, LGBT, BT, is it? BT or love, B for boy, love going body texture, means bodybuilding. Got you. Sorry, let me put this clear. I respect them as LGBT, but that doesn't mean I support them. Based on my religion as a Catholic Christian, we are not supposed to support LGBT. But to me, I'm a special case. I respect them because I do have friends who are LGBT in my Facebook, TikTok. I respect them. That is their choice of life. Recently, there was this couple, a guy, they married together in Singapore, the first LGBT couple guy who married in Singapore. Then a student asked me, will you attend their wedding? If you ask me, I will bless them, but I will not attend their wedding. Okay, so clear. So these are the people who are single, who don't want to get married. Okay, how? Or even divorced. We're very sad. Recently in Singapore, a lot of divorce cases. What's wrong, man? And the poor person who got this, if they are married with kids, like remember, 会有 double income, no kids, 不用紧啊，结婚没有孩子算了，你走你的阳光道，我走我的卢沟桥。如果是 double income with kid 那个 poor kid 怎么办？跟妈咪还是跟 daddy？ 慧茹 ，I got one student 要睡在 Bishan Park 因为他爸爸妈妈 cannot decide 那个 judge 到底是给妈咪的 daddy， 他去到那 daddy 的家，那 daddy 的 girlfriend 讲说 ，sorry，the judge 还没有判给你，说你的儿子不可以来跟我们睡觉。他就跑去妈妈家，妈妈的 boyfriend 讲说 sorry， 因为 judge 还没有判，不可以来。The poor boy 慧茹 had to stay in Bishan Park next day, come to school late, go to class. The teacher tell him to FO. I bring him to the canteen and eat and drink, and then as continue and tell you go back and study. I say thank you for coming to school. At least 说不是Mr. Sean， 我真的走投无路了，我觉得回来学校是最好。我跟你讲我真的很感动慧茹，你懂意思吗？我问他 why? Because education can save my life. What the F, man? Oh, what the F, man? Fantastic lah. Why are you laughing? What a fabulous answer. Fantastic, fabulous. I'm so touched. I stand up and bow in front of him in the canteen. I still can remember that. But very sad 对吗慧茹？你们大人做错事，你害到孩子这样cannot take it, sorry. So come under SSS Single Singapore Citizen Scheme 我希望你们结婚okay? Can have a sex life, give birth or not give birth, up to you, get married. So Singapore will not be all aging population 完蛋了Okay, so under SSCS you are sole owner. So it must be 35 take note and either single or divorce. Very hard. I actually want to cancel this word Actually, I don't like to see this word if I can but 不变no choice Okay, my sister okay, 杨烨 my sister is single, then 很可怜说怎么办？我那时他很惨那时我的 nephew god sister nephew 的时候没有这个 scheme 他真的要买整间屋子，你懂多重吗？的重 as in the burden 那个 responsibility 很重哎。可是他现在老了，跟我们这样 age 啊，我说姐怎么样啊？我很辛苦哦。如果早知道政府有这个 plan 哦，我不要这样辛苦了。而且我的 nephew 差一点路错了，所谓上梁不正下梁歪，近朱者赤，近墨者黑。他差一点参加黑社会党，我听了很心酸的。You can choose only between HDB, BTO or resales 啊 ，resale flat 啊，resale 就是 second hand 啊，就是那个人住了15年卖掉给你。Why are we talking about here in social study 啊 ？Because nobody is getting houses. Remember, can you go and Google it? I think some of you got this before already. Michael, maybe you don't have. Yeah, sorry, it's Marshall theory under the chat group. Michael, do you receive the check I sent? It's called Marshall theory. The Marshall theory, the basic thing is called the shelter, basic need. Okay. So the BTO option is cheaper but more restrictive. So they have to wait for 4, 5, 7 years, and it's much cheaper. Then you see, it is important to know that the money income ceiling is 7,000. If you score that more than $7,000, sorry, you're not entitled to HDB BTO. Just in case the social study book come out on this. Why? Because you must remember Thomas, Zachary, Tian Xiang, and Yi and Michael. We must remember the issue one. Everyone has the rights, equal opportunity, diversity, correct? A state for all and opportunity for everyone. 一视同仁. Just like in the HDB flat, like you got the Malay, got the Chinese, got Indians, like something like that, okay? Then the joint single scheme also can. On the other hand, allow 4 single who are at least 35, for example, an unmarried couples or best friend to apply to a flat. So, Joe, Michael, Ian, Tian Xiang, and Zachary, the 4 of you don't get married, you go and buy one. Join flat and buy that. Whether you're LGBT, not my problem. Okay. Actually, Ian, is it like encouraging? And then what happened? It may be 2 boy, 2 girl, or 可能擦出火花 and then they then get married. Then they get married, how are the house divided? I don't know. But because now a lot of these are Thomas and Zachary and Tian Xiang, a lot of people are getting not married. So it's become a social problem. And then these people not happy, they will find problem with the government. And now the government has to solve this problem. And now it becomes your problem. The total money household is income for EC. EC is an executive condo. Application must not exceed 16,000. So, Ian, Michael, Tian Xiang, Thomas, and Zachary, if you and your wife more than 16,000, sorry, cannot buy executive condo. Also, 譬如杨烨找一个有钱的老公嫁了，然后你可以住洋房，所以有空找我去跟你的家 barbecue。OK 就是我的 sister 讲，我这次要嫁，sorry my sister recently divorced。他讲说，现在我要找一个有钱的老公，我要做太太，你懂我太太来，做阔少奶奶。OK， then 好了，我跟他讲 ，then when you free we go Takashimaya 啦 ，and go to all the expensive shop 。Okay, never mind. Just give me 1 more minute to finish up this one now, okay, at least. So how do you gonna apply? Of course, you under your name, partners will not have the legal ownerships. Okay, all these things just take note. But the most important thing is the 16,000. And then the 7,000, and then must be 35 years old. The 7,000 is a BTO. The executive condo is not more than 16,000. If you are more than $16,000, go and buy a private condominium or landed property. Finish, full stop. Okay, only one person can legally own the flat because it's single, SSC. 很多 scheme, SSC. SSCS, single Singaporean, Singaporean, PR 不可以说你要买一个屋子超过35岁，你 you must be Singaporean. Okay, if you are the owner, your partner is considered a tenant by law. Partner 就是说结婚了 partner. Then how you convert? Then that one later. In the event of you passing 就是死掉。Your partner can't inherit the flat unless it's specified in your will. 如果你有一个遗嘱 then 就是可以。Why? All these are important. Later on, you study your A level and your poly. If you are studying business law, company law, commercial law, family law. Okay. So if both parties prefer a legal recognition of flat owner, for example, if you plan to split the house 50-50, then apply for JSS, joint scheme. Under the joint scheme, joint scheme, joint single scheme, joint single scheme. I'm very confused also. We are reading this, I'm still learning. because these are the things that may come out, just like the MediSave, MediShield, MediFund. So the two will be whole tenancy, and with joint tenancy, both of you are registered as full owners. So if one of them die, of course, the other one can get, or depends on the CAE to, you put a will that after I die, I got no children, then this one is my immediate beneficiary, and he will get the 50% of the share of the house. So under the tenancy in common, you each are partners owner, legally owning only a share of 50%. Your deceased partner's share will ultimately go to you, unless, the keyword is unless it was explicitly stated in the will. 没有，就算我死了，我也不要给他，他放我飞机，我要给这个50%给 charity 啊。That is a good idea to write your will early. So 牙叶、桂如、天祥、Ian, Zachary, Thomas, Michael, you don't know. Now you know why I love to study law. Very interesting. If you can manipulate the law, understand the law, don't use the word manipulate, sorry. If you understand the law better, you're always on the winning side. So I realized that, or you should realize that language is more powerful than number. The choice of what you use is very important. So CPF housing grant, this one we'll talk more of this. Okay. Next week, the school reopen. So my advice is there'll be more of this kind of case study. After this month over, okay, in July, there'll be more paper practice. And I still insist that I will be arranging a weekend, possible a weekend to come to the grassroots common folks. Michael, where you stay? If you study Ang Mo Kio side, it should be nearby Ang Mo Kio area, right?
Woodlands.
Huh?
Yeah, Woodlands Admiralty.
You near MRT is where?
Nearest MLT is Admiralty.
Well, then you should see me quite often there. Because I do my police duty there. Have you seen a lot of policemen sometimes at the MRT there?
I don't use Admiralty MRT that much. I use Sembawang more.
Oh, okay. Because I used to do my police duty there. All right, so Woodland to where? Ang Mo Kio MRT 7-8 stop unless your daddy and mommy fetch you but okay, still not so bad. Okay, so next week we'll talk about CPF housing grants. Last week we talked about MediSave, MediShield, MediFunds. So take note that's a quick one. MediSave is only for working adult to pay for medical bill. MediShield is a co-insurance with AIA NTUC, not government grant. Okay. The MediFund, as what Ian said, is got government subsidy and government grant. Okay. Provided you're a Singaporean citizen, depends on which age group, then you got government grant. Okay, 记住 All right. Thank you very much for the extra 10 minutes or so. So at least you're clear, and hopefully you can continue to do those questions. If you have any school homework SS want to ask Uncle Raymond, please do let me know. Thank you very much.